Hi everyone, it's Anna with Pink Monarch Prints, and I just want to do a fun little craft along video. I had a few people asking me what I like to do with squares in my kits, and so I thought I'd just play around and make a few options for squares. This is a journal that I made using the July junk journaling kit from the website. I will link that below, but these ideas would work with any kind of a square that you might want to add into your journal. So let's start with the easiest one, which is just a very simple tuck spot. So I'm kind of just playing around with what I like in the background. I think I really like this. It'll be a very simple tuck spot. Now you could come over here and have a tuck spot on the inside, or here and have it on the outside. It doesn't matter. These little squares have really beautiful pictures on them, so they don't need a lot. So this is a nice way to do a really easy page with a lot of interest to it, because the images are already there. So you'll see that throughout. You could round these corners, that would be fun. You just really have a lot of options with these squares. So this is one that I am just going to tuck this bit of ephemera in that's in the kit as well. And then to add just a little extra pizzazz, I think I'm going to go ahead and put some lace on the bottom, and I might let it stick out of the bottom a little. Nah, I probably shouldn't, because if it's standing up, it will be in the way, but you could. And maybe just a little, because it's just so cute. So I'm giving that a good amount of art glitter glue is what I'm using. And I'm going to put that down, and I just want to make sure that there's plenty of room for that to go in and not interact with that lace too much. I have a little word, maybe a little like so. That will be great. And again, I'm going to just make sure that this only gets glue on that lace portion, so that it doesn't interact with this being able to go in and out of that pocket. I don't want to accidentally glue it in. And you could do a fun photo corner, a charm, a button would be fun on this. So just a lot of options to dress it up a little more, but it's simple and it's really beautiful. So there is one of our options. I should probably mark it, so when we go through at the end, I know where they are, because I always lose my spot. Okay. Let's do this next option. All right, this is a little more involved, but not really. You're going to need 2 of your squares. And we need to find what page we want to put these on. That could be fun with the roses in the background. Let's see what else we have. That's the same one. That could be cool. Let's go ahead and roll with this one, because maybe we'll just do all of them on that paper. All right. So for this one, we're going to create a double pull out. Really easy. What this means is that we're going to create this in a pocket that can pull something out here, and this one in a pocket that can pull something out here. So let's go ahead and create this one first. So I want to leave this side unglued. So I usually put my thumb there, and then I can just remember which one I'm not gluing. And we're going around the edges to leave enough room in our pocket. I'm gonna glue that down near the top. This is a fairly small journal, so keep that in mind too, that if you've got a bigger journal, you can use these same ideas, but a way to add more impact is to do some layering behind these pockets. And I'll kind of give you an example of that in the next one. So this journal page is an 8.5 by 11 cut in half and then folded in half. So that's the size of these. I don't want to do math right now to figure that out. I should know it. It's not too tricky, but all right. And so I'm overlapping those just to give it a nice aesthetic look. And now, just using some scraps and some coffee dyed paper, I'm going to go ahead and create teeny tiny little journaling cards, or they could be teeny tiny photo cards if you want to put a photo on it, or another fussy cut even would be really cute, and just create the whole journal as decorative rather than journaling. So you got options. Oh, I did want to put these down first. Let me hurry and do that. And if you wanted, you could cut these in half so you can save some of your tags. They're pretty statement piece tags. Kind of center that, then I can get my little journal card on there. I just wanted to do that so it didn't get underneath this tag and then you lose your journaling space. So we have one little tag, and the others identical. Oh, I did it again, you guys. Sometimes you have to do it several times. Just getting that close to those edges. Hopefully I'm going, oh, I think I put the tag on the wrong side. Oh no, you can go either way. This will be fine. Oh, good. Phew. False alarm. We're okay. All right. Luckily, the Scotch glue dries a little bit slower. All right, and if you want, you can add that extra layer here because nothing's going in and out of here, so it won't get in the way. You can add some additional lace. Some other fun little pieces. All right, so let's go ahead and put those into our pockets. And that beautiful tab will be sticking out, and you got your tab there. And it's just simple and a really great way to use up those squares. I could do some stamping on here or hang a charm. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, but that is an option. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that so I don't lose my spot. We've got two. Let's do one more. I think this would look nice on this. This is going to be kind of one that you're going to see a lot of. So we want something that looks good with this print. Kind of everything does because they were meant to coordinate. Go figure. Oh, that's kind of fun with the dots over there. I think I'm going to do that. I think that'll be kind of fun. All right, so for this one, we're creating, this is what I was talking about, like when you have a bigger page and you need to make more of an impact. So you can make a paper behind everything that is also an additional pocket. So this is going to actually be a pocket here. So we're going to go ahead and, because it's on this side, I'm going to glue these three sides down. If I were putting it on this side, I would glue these three sides down so you can access the pull out easier. So just keep that in mind when you're gluing down. I really don't want to glue down the wrong one. And we could notch this if we wanted, but I think it'll be fairly obvious because we're going to have a little pull out on it. So. But you could do a little circle clip out right here to make that obvious that that's a little pocket. I'm going to give us a little extra space and scoot that back just a hair. All right, and now we got to get our square into play. So this is going to turn into a belly band. Just a really big statement piece belly band. So we're coming down the two sides. I'm gonna center it up. And you could also create a belly band that goes this direction if you want. So just giving you all the ideas, all the fun ideas. All right, now this is what I was talking about, because we have a lot of these tabs in the kit. And if you want like matching ones on a page and you don't want to waste by folding it in half, you can cut these in half and then turn your one tab into two tabs. So just an extra option. And then you do have to re-ink after you cut, but no biggie. Okay, so I just used some scraps. This is what I'm going to tuck into my belly band. And this is just coffee dyed paper folded in half. You could round the corners if you want. I think I'm going to. That will be pretty with this style. So I'm rounding all the corners. And then just a quick ink because you've cut some more material off. I don't ink a lot on coffee dyed paper because I think it already has a really pretty effect to it. So, all right, this is going down just as a layering piece. And I'm not really going to give measurements just because you could be using other size of squares or other size of journals, but you can kind of see I've left a border around there so that you can see the coffee paper. And often I'm just basing it on scraps I have, and you might want to do the same. So don't worry too much about the measurements, just kind of go for it. All right, here's another. I just had a small fussy cut that I could put on there just for some prettiness. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. I think I'm gonna put it behind, and that'll give me the clearance to open and close that. You could put it in front, but then you'd have to, well, I mean, it would still work. Either way, but I like it behind. I like the look. Now the only thing left to do is decide, because this one has the fun oval with the faux little brads, and this one's plain. I think I'm gonna go with the plain on the journal card and use the other one on the big card. So that is coming right here. And again, you could add an eyelet, you could add some extra lace somewhere, or some cheesecloth back behind here, whatever you like. But that is going to go right in here. Nice and simple. And then we have one more journaling card, and I again just used some scraps that I had. It's time for me to make another round of coffee dyed paper. I don't actually drink coffee, and so when I make it, it's weird because then my house smells like coffee. Oh, I did horrible on that. So I don't actually like the smell of it. I'm just not used to it. And so when I make it, my whole house starts smelling like coffee. And it's just a different thing for me. You guys, I can't center that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, and for this one, this is gonna come up on this side because this is tucking in right here. So anyway, there's my admission of time to make more coffee paper. Oh, I can't decide. I love that pretty flower. I think I'm going to do it in the front just for that flower, but you could do it either way. Sometimes there's just a piece of a paper that I fall in love with and I just can't cover it up. So let's see. I got this just to add an extra little tidbit on here. Maybe I'll go this direction. And then hopefully I can find, oh, I know just what to do for a stamp. Grab my stamps. Yep. It was already right there on top waiting for me. That circle will be a really nice contrast to all the other shapes. All right. Oh, so cute. All right, so there it is, and that can tuck right here into this front pocket. I might need to glue down my coffee paper a little bit better. Yep. I missed a spot right here. And right here. I'm sorry if you can hear in the background, you guys. We have houses being built on 3 sides of us right now. We have a little kind of hobby farm, and the guy that owned the land behind us sold his land, and now it is being developed, and our neighbors across the street are letting a couple of their kids build on their little hobby farm. So we are surrounded by dump trucks and construction right now. It might drive me crazy. I'm trying so hard to have a good attitude. It's fine. It's good. All right. I think I'm just going to put another stamp in here just because I like how it looked so much on the other page. All right, let's go up top. And it just needed a little something else on that page. There we go. All right, so there is our last thing that you can do with squares. So I'm going to give you the final run through. And this is why I'm going to zoom you in. This is why I put those clips in, so I can save the spot. Okay, so we have this one right here, which is using the square as a belly band and getting some journaling behind there. And then if you need to make it bigger, you can just make another big tuck spot behind it using layering with a coordinating paper. So a really pretty impact and really simple. I like how this is turning out. Okay, and then we had our very, very simple tuck spot right here. Just an easy idea. It's a great spot to use some layering to add some interest to that. And we have our last but not least, our opposing side double pull out, which is just fun. Just fun. And we made some little journal cards for there, and those tags are really cute here, pulling them out. So there you have it, nice and easy, and ways to use up those squares. And anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to keep hopefully working through this journal and getting some more fun things added in, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.